Hi Sam. I hope you're doing well today.
Hi Alex. I'm good, thanks. What's the word we're learning today?
Today, we're diving into the word
Arbeitsstelle.
Arbeitsstelle.
What does that mean?
It means a job or a position where someone works. The most common meaning is simply job, but it can also refer to a workplace or a position in a company.
That's interesting. Are there any false friends I should know about?
Yes, actually. In English, workplace might seem similar, but it doesn't always mean the same as.
Arbeitsstelle. Arbeitsstelle.
Specifically refers to the job itself, while workplace refers to the physical location.
Got it. What about the grammar?
Arbeitsstelle.
Is a feminine noun, so it uses the article.
Die.
In the plural, you would say
Die Arbeitsstellen.
So it's
Die.
because it's feminine.
exactly. In a sentence, you might say
Ich habe eine neue Arbeitsstelle.
which means I have a new job. In the past tense, you could say
Ich hatte eine Arbeitsstelle.
meaning I had a job. The perfect form is
Ich habe eine Arbeitsstelle gehabt.
That sounds useful.
and if you want to give a command, you could say
Such dir eine Arbeitsstelle.
which means find yourself a job.
That's really helpful. Where does this word come from?
Arbeitsstelle.
Comes from the German noun,
Arbeit.
which means work in the noun,
Stelle.
meaning place or position. So, it literally translates to workplace.
That's cool.
The roots of
Arbeit.
go back to Old High German,
Arbeit.
which meant effort or struggle. Over time, it evolved to focus more on the concept of work.
That's fascinating. Can we break it down even further?
Absolutely. The word consists of the prefix
Arbeit.
and the root.
Stelle.
The prefix
Arbeit.
means work, and
Stelle.
means place. So you can see how they combine to mean workplace.
That makes sense.
And remember, with compound nouns in German, the gender follows the last noun. Since
Stelle.
is feminine,
Arbeitsstelle.
is feminine too.
What are some similar words I can learn?
Sure. Here are some examples. First, we have
Arbeitsplatz.
which also means workplace, combining
Arbeit,
And
Platz,
then there's,
Arbeitnehmer,
meaning employee, with,
Nehmer,
indicating someone who takes.
Those are good.
Next is,
Arbeitgeber,
meaning employer. You also have,
Arbeitssuchend,
which means job seeker.
Wow, there are a lot.
Yes. Other examples include,
Arbeitszeit,
meaning working hours,
Arbeitsvertrag,
meaning employment contract, and
Arbeitsunfähigkeit.
meaning incapacity for work.
That's a lot of useful vocabulary.
Now, let's get into some real-life situations where you might use
Arbeitsstelle,
Sure, I'd love to practice.
Alright, imagine you're at a job interview. You could say,
ich interessiere mich für diese Arbeitsstelle.
Ich interessiere mich für diese Arbeitsstelle.
Great! Now, how about you ask someone about available jobs? You might say,
Haben Sie Informationen über offene Arbeitsstellen?
Haben Sie Informationen über offene Arbeitsstellen?
perfect. Lastly, if you're telling a friend you found a job, you could say,
Ich habe eine tolle Arbeitsstelle gefunden.
Ich habe eine tolle Arbeitsstelle gefunden.
you're doing really well. Let's talk about some memory hints for the gender of
Arbeitsstelle,
Sure, I'd love to hear them.
Since it ends in, it's a good hint that it's feminine. Also, you can visualize a woman working in an office, representing the idea of a job or position.
That's a good image.
Now, let's look at some usage notes.
Arbeitsstelle,
Is generally neutral, but can be used in both formal and informal contexts.
That's good to know.
Common phrases include
eine Arbeitsstelle suchen,
meaning to look for a job,
eine Arbeitsstelle finden,
meaning to find a job, and
eine Arbeitsstelle annehmen.
meaning to accept a job.
Those are really practical.
Just be careful not to confuse
Arbeitsstelle,
with,
Stelle,
which means place in a more general sense.
I see. Can you give me some example sentences?
Sure. Here's one.
Ich habe meine Arbeitsstelle gewechselt.
Which means I changed my job. Another one is,
Sie hat eine Arbeitsstelle in Berlin.
meaning she has a job in Berlin.
Those are great sentences.
You could also say,
Wir suchen eine neue Arbeitsstelle.
meaning we are looking for a new job.
I like this.
And here's another.
Die Arbeitsstelle ist sehr interessant.
Which means the job is very interesting.
That's useful.
Lastly, you might hear someone say,
Ich bin mit meiner Arbeitsstelle zufrieden.
which means I am satisfied with my job.
I think I'm getting the hang of it. Can you quiz me on what we've learned?
Of course. First question, what is the gender of?
Arbeitsstelle.
It's feminine.
Correct. Next question, what does?
Ich habe eine neue Arbeitsstelle.
Mean?
It means I have a new job.
Yes. Third question, how do you say to look for a job?
Eine Arbeitsstelle suchen.
Exactly. Fourth question, what is the plural form of?
Arbeitsstelle.
Arbeitsstellen.
Correct. Last question, what is the past participle of?
Haben.
When talking about a job.
Gehabt.
Yes. You did great, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. This was really fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Remember,
Arbeitsstelle.
is a useful word to know, especially when talking about jobs and workplaces. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.
I will. Thanks for your help.